What's going on, stackers? Welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's doing well. In today's video, I'm going to be covering the top, or just a few points, probably the main top 3 points of what you really need to understand before you start getting heavy into stacking and just investing in silver as a whole. So we're going to go over that, and along the way, I'm going to show you some new pickups that I've gotten here recently, which are pretty cool, and I think you guys will enjoy it. So with that being said, let's hop on into it. So starting off, I just kind of want to show you guys this 5-ounce copper round of silver I got here, which is pretty cool. It's my first ever 5-ounce of copper. I thought this one was pretty neat because it's the replica of a wheat cent. So it's a pretty beautiful piece here in very good shape. So I picked that up and gonna add it to the stack. I'm not really a big copper stacker, but when I see a cool piece, I like to grab it. But so one of the number one things you want to understand before jumping and stacking silver is going to be, at least in my opinion, is it's not for gains, right? It's not for capital gains or anything like that. Because you got a lot of these newer generations coming in, my generation included. They see a big spike in gold and silver and they think they're going to hop in and just become millionaires within a couple of years. Hell, even some of them within a couple of months, right? And that's going to be furthest from the truth with gold and silver. I mean, you might get lucky, but this isn't moonshot land like it can be in crypto, right? Crypto, you can throw something to the wall, hope it sticks, and you might get a moonshot out of it. With gold and silver, you kind of know what to expect, and that's a good thing because, I mean, and even though in times it can be very volatile, you kind of know what to expect when it comes to gold and silver, and that's a good thing because the way I use it is for a store of value and for a store of wealth, whether that be a store of value for the future, for my kids, for ourselves, retirement, or whether that be a store of value in preparation for a shit hit the fan scenario when it comes to United States, right? If something was to go downhill, it's a preparation tool to help you there. So that's one of the big things I want to get people to understand is when you start buying and stacking silver, do not expect big old gains out of it. You might get gains every once in a while with a couple percent run up, but most of the time, in this community, you're going to find people that are just here to stack for various different reasons, and gains really isn't going to be one of them, as far as I've seen, right? And that's just my outlook on it. I kind of want to show you guys this as well. So I picked this up for my wife. I seen it in a Whatnot auction, and I thought it was Pickle Rick at first, but it turned out to be Rick and Morty the Banana Rick, which is pretty cool. So you can kind of take it out of here, and it's in its own little capsule. Let me take her out. It's in its own little banana capsule, which is really, really cool. And on the back, see if you can see it, Rick and Morty Adult Swim. And this is an actual Barbados coin, which is super awesome in my opinion. The one I'm going to try to get next is going to be the Pickle Rick. It's a little bit more harder to get, a little bit more expensive, but that's what I'm working on next. But you can see on the back the specifications: country issue Barbados, denomination $5, year 24. It is a full ounce, and it's limited to 1,499 worldwide. And I've told you guys, this is the kind of stuff I like to collect, something that's, got limited mintages on it. And, I just think they're pretty cool pieces. Yes, they do have a premium attached to them, and premium is going to be something we're going to touch on here in a second. So don't do as I do as I say kind of thing. But, yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that. So the next point is going to be number 2, and it's going to be, in the beginning, something you want to understand is understanding premiums, right? So when I first got in, I just seen a piece of silver, seen the price, didn't really know, how to compare it to spot, and didn't really understand what premiums were. So what a premium is anything that you pay over spot price. So let's say this 1-ounce Kookaburra here, let's say spot is at $30, and somebody's selling this kook for, let's say, $36, right? So if you got spot that's at 30 bucks and somebody's asking 36, you got a $6 premium on that piece of silver. And yes, the premiums do tend to hold their value a little better, but that's something you want to understand, especially buying, more expensive pieces, is when you go to sell these, it's going to be really, if you sell them, right, it's going to be very hard to get that initial back unless the price has gone up a good bit. The way I look at high premium stuff is something that I will never sell. I'm just going to put it in the deep stack forever, or until I absolutely have to, if a scenario happens to where I have to use it. But the way I buy premium stuff is I don't plan to sell it, right? I'm willing to pay that little bit of extra just for the cool factor and the collectability factor, and that's something I'm never planning on selling. So premiums is a big one you want to, kind of grasp right when you get into stacking, or, just practice while you're a seasoned stacker, right? Is a lot of the people like to go for the least premium stuff, like 90% silver, or, bigger silver bars. There tends to be lower premium on like your generic rounds, your generic bars, kind of like bars like this. This is another pickup that I got. It was just another Buffalo bar. I got this off of Valley Trade Shop on Whatnot. And bars like this, they tend to hold a lower premium. You can kind of get them closer to spot. And, like 10-ounce bars, you can also get them closer to spot. So, just like I said, take premiums into account when you're buying gold and silver. Unless you've been in it for a while and have a good base stack down, and kind of, buy premium stuff just to hold it because you think it's cool, then that's completely different. But you really do want to understand what premiums are, especially if you're just trying to come in and make some quick flips on some silver. You definitely want to take premiums into account. So the next piece I want to show you is this cool ass Casino Royale 007 1-ounce silver coin limited edition. So I won this in a Whatnot game. Let's see if you can get that closer. So Casino Royale 007 on the front, and then on the back you have the queen. Super nice coin in very good condition. So this is a 2023, and it's from the Perth Mint in Australia. Anything that comes out of the Perth Mint is top quality in my opinion. Just beautiful pieces of silver that they make over at the Perth Mint. But the maximum mintage on these is 2,500, and that goes again to what I was saying. I kind of like to buy stuff with limited mintages, just for that rare aspect. And actually, what I paid for this is unreal because I won it in a game. So this thing comps for anywhere between 60, 80, 90 bucks on eBay, and I paid $25 for it. So definitely got out on this one, and enjoy it. So this will be going in the stack too, because this goes along with, a lot of my other buys, like this for my wife. She tells me, if you ever sell that, I'm gonna kick your ass. So I'm not gonna sell it, and it's gonna go along with this. So really cool stuff that in my opinion. So the third and final point I want to make about what you really want to understand is, especially in the beginning, and this also can go for seasoned stackers as well, is if you get complacent, is how to buy safely, right? This can be a huge thing to take into account when you're first starting out, because there's just so many different places you can buy from, so many avenues you can go down. And I can make a whole separate video on some places to buy safely that are legitimate. But in the beginning, make sure if you're just getting into community, reach out to somebody. You can comment in any of my videos. Reach out to any good silver or gold stacking YouTube channel. I'm sure they will help you out. And just make sure you double check, triple check, and quadruple check places when you're first trying to buy silver, and just make sure they're really reputable sources. A few places I can name right offhand would be SD Bullion, Pinehurst Coins. There is some good accounts on Whatnot, which I do a lot of my shopping on Whatnot. And if you're interested to, for some of them people to buy from, just let me know and I'll point you in that direction. eBay is very good, but you got to be very careful as well, because a lot of times you can type in, say you're looking for a 2024 American Eagle, you type it in on eBay, and the first couple can be straight up fakes, just fakes right out of China, or fakes from even in the United States. So you definitely got to be careful on eBay. But a lot of these bigger bullion sellers, they have eBay accounts as well, and if you shop on their eBay stores, the shipping's free. So if you say you go to SD Bullion on their website, you do have to pay shipping unless your order's over $200. But if you go to the eBay store, the shipping's free, right? Same with Pinehurst Coins, same with RJ Bullion. And you can just find some, good, honest people on eBay as well to buy from. But like I said, you want to be careful. There's a lot of fakes going around, and a lot of people that are out there willing to take advantage of you when they can. because greed is a very, very real thing, especially in today's world. It's unfortunate, but it is true. So those are the top 3 points I wanted to cover, guys. I probably will make videos on more because there's just so many different points you can make for people to be safe and make the right decisions. Because in the beginning, I definitely made some wrong decisions. I made some bad mistakes, bought some pretty messed up premium silver that I shouldn't have. But we learn from them, we live and we learn. But I do want to show you my Kook. I got this, just came in the mail as well. It's a 2023 Kookaburra. I've been on a Kookaburra kick here lately. I have, I think, 3 of them now. I love Australian silver. They're so pretty. The kangaroos, the Kookaburras, 4/9 spine Kook there. And then we have this Silvertown, just a basic Silvertown. Still in the package here. I'm gonna probably cut it out of this package and put it in my guardhouse box. And then I've showed you this, which is the Buffalo bar. Just your basic Buffalo bar. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank y'all for sticking around. If y'all made it to the end, please consider hitting that like button and subscribe button. I sure appreciate y'all support thus far. Drop your comments down below. Let what's some safe tactics that you guys utilize. Where's y'all's favorite place to buy from? Just drop them down below. Help each other out in the comments. And guys, I will see y'all in the next video.